You come to consciousness. You open your eyes, and although you know you've never been wherever you are before, you also seem to have knowledge about where it is. You are in an infrared clearance cloning and briefing room for new citizens of Alpha Complex.
Ooh.
It's white, tiled, clean, a little chilly, and empty apart from all the other people around here, and you see each other, and a neat line of uniforms hanging from pegs along a wall. And the security cameras, which you know are there for your security. The other people here are like you in that they're slightly damp, very confused, and very naked. Well, at least you assume naked, because as you see these people, strategic locations on their bodies are pixelized. And you glance down at your nethers, which are also pixelized. You see names floating above their heads, like they're in your vision. So, let's go down the list. Brent, your name.
Hi, I'm Norman.
Norman I, PXR.
Norman I, PXR.
And describe yourself a little bit, and give your personality traits just out loud so we can hear them.
Oh, yeah, well, you know, I'm a little fatalistic, dry. Okay, so I'm going to say what I think is this word, unpruned. This is what was written on the character sheet. I'm going to type it in the chat.
Spell it.
Unpruned.
Oh, no, I don't think that's what that is. Let me pull that up.
Ungroomed?
Ungroomed.
Okay. You know
Does
what?
that make sense, David?
Hold on a second. It's been a while since I've looked at the characters. Let me take a look at the sheet there.
Ungroomed.
That's
I
hilarious.
mean, this is good because I believe being pruned is treason.
Here we go. This is
Well done, citizen.
Oh, it is supposed to be ungroomed.
Okay.
With a G. Yeah, and yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're correct. You all notice that Norman. You naturally feel that Norman is suspicious. So you're gonna give him the side eye all the time. Poor Norman.
I love it.
He doesn't even know what it means to be groomed. He called it prooming.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Hey, he was just born. Come on.
Jenny.
I am Kathy I, PXR, and I am loyal, and I am efficient, but I am selfish.
Rob.
I pause thoughtfully. May I, PXR? Controlled, thoughtful, and sociopathic. And I envision May presenting as wise and thoughtful in the way that Harry Shearer and Spinal Tap is.
Nice.
Oh, me, oh.
Becky.
I'm Greg. I, PXR. A bit obsessive, but I am kind, but I am narcissistic.
You're
Kathy.
You're the kindest person I've ever met.
Hi, everybody. I am Lois. I, PXR. It's so good to see all of you, and I'm really eager to find out more about you because I'm really curious about like everything that's around me at the moment. And, you know, as you can tell, I really love meeting people because, you know, I got like most friendly in high school at some point, I think. I don't know. That seems to be stuck in my memory. But, you know, the last thing you want to do is betray me because I will fucking cut you.
Oh.
I will remember for years and I will get you. And I know how to do it. Hi.
Chilling. Great.
I am Solomon I, PXR.
So you all know these name constructions are like, you know, your given name, your security rating, which is infrared, the lowest possible rating, and PXR, which means you were cloned in section PXR, like that's your home section. Greetings, new citizens! Welcome to your first day in Alpha Complex. Any previous days in Alpha Complex you may recall are pseudo-memories uploaded to your brain lobes to aid orientation and minimize psychotic incidents in fresh clones. As citizens of Alpha Complex, you are now valued members of our great community. You will be given roles and tasks, some simple and some perilous, and your contributions will be rewarded with... Then you hear this massive explosion off in the distance. There's an alarm. This clacks on. All the lights turn red and flash on and off. A chunk of ceiling falls and crashes onto this scrub bot, which was just sitting in a corner and is practically crushed to pieces. And this whole stack of mops that were there, one for each of you if you count, are now all in a mess. Nothing happens for a bit. And then in your vision, you see these words in all cap blinking, "Please stand by."
Okay.
And then a few seconds later, the words are replaced with words in the same font blinking, "The door."
I
Oh,
grab a mop and go stand by the door.
All right, you grab them up and stand by the door.
Yep.
All right.
what do you think the mops are for?
I will also grab a mop and stand by the door.
Okay.
May nods thoughtfully for a moment, considers, and then picks up a cleaning implement of some sort and stands in the direction of the door.
Right. Well, at this point, while some of you are deciding what else to do, the door opens and a woman comes in, and you see the name floating above her head. It's Roz R. HYT2, which means she's on her second clone, red clearance from Sector HYT. Her eyes are focused on something in front of her that you can't see, so she's probably seeing something in her vision. Her red jumpsuit is the same color of her hair. So because she's red and you're infrared, you know that she's a higher security clearance, and she can pretty much tell you what to do. You know that instinctively. She looks at you who are carrying the mops but aren't dressed, and she says, "Well, get dressed, clones. Alpha Complex needs you."
God, I get dressed.
I dress.
Getting
Is there
dressed.
clothing around?
Yes, there were infrared
Jumpsuits.
uniforms hanging on
Yes.
pegs.
Of course.
As you're getting dressed, she continues. She says, "We've had a full-on terrorist attack on the lowest level of a nearby sector, and it's all hands to the pump. You don't need the rest of the briefing. If you need to know anything, look it up on Alphapedia through your cerebral cortex implant. Everyone's got their CC running, right? Everyone can see my name?" She points in the air above her head. And yeah,
Oh, yeah.
you all can see it, so that means your cerebral
Yep.
cortex is running.
Okay. All right.
She says, "Great. Your CC is your link to your friend, the computer. Information, directions, mission updates, XP points, holovids, and the rest. It's all beamed straight to your eyeball. Anything else you need to know, sub-vocalize it. The computer can see and hear everything you can, so you don't have to describe anything. The computer knows already."
I understand computer.
Okay, grab your mops. You're now all working for technical services. And your first job is... She looks around. She spies the scrub bot. "Hey, get that scrub bot repaired. Escort it to the technical services depot down the corridor and make sure nothing else happens to it. Don't screw it up. Alpha Complex needs a lot of scrubbing right now. You'll get 10 XP points each for this." And then she leaves.
Okay. Is what's wrong with the scrub bot? Can I fix it enough to where it can move on its own, or do we have to move it with our bodies?
Well, so a chunk of ceiling fell on it and crunched it. So do you want to inspect it?
Yes, I would love to inspect it.
Okay, so let's do a little bit of mechanics. So what kind of stat and skill do you think is useful for this
Well,
on your character sheet?
I think of the stats, this is going to be a mechanics roll. And for the skills, engineer?
That sounds fine. So add those two stats together and you get a number, which is called your node, or number of dice.
Oh, okay.
So how many dice do you have?
7.
7. Okay, so here's what you're going to do.
Wow.
You're going to roll 7d6.
Okay.
You're going to count all the 5s and 6s.
Okay.
And then you're also going to roll the computer dice and tell me if it comes up a 6.
I got 2 6s, and then I got a 6 on the computer dice.
Ooh.
Oh, you got a 6 on the computer dice. Okay.
Because I love the computer.
Yeah.
I love
So lose a point of moxie because you've drawn the computer's attention.
Oh, okay.
That sounds bad.
So anyway, you look at the scrubbot and you see, oh, it looks like it can still move slowly under its own power, but it needs maintenance before it can be clean, before it can start actually cleaning things again, because parts of it have been just, like especially the rotor parts, have been just splintered into barbs. And you hear the computer in your head, so no one else can actually hear this. The computer says, "Citizen, are you having trouble fixing the scrubbot?"
Well, I think I can get it. I am sub-vocalizing.
Yeah.
I think I can get it to where it's moving on its own, but we're going to have to take it to a facility to get repaired, right, computer?
So, Citizen, is that not your your assignment to take it to this repair facility. Why are you not proceeding?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I could make it go faster. Okay. I'm not able to optimize it, however, so I will proceed with the task.
So are you telling me that you do not have the skills required to take this assignment?
No,
Do we need to
I do.
reassign you?
No, you don't.
Are you sure?
Yep. Thank
Are you confident that you can carry out this mission? The computer will be very happy if you can carry this out, but will be very displeased if it has to reassign you.
Oh, well, yeah, I understand that. That's completely understandable. I'm confident that I can do this. It's
Okay.
almost already done.
I'm glad to hear this, loyal citizen. We will be keeping our eyes on you.
Why is Norman just standing there, like staring into the air, all scruffy looking and unpruned?
Unpruned. This is now unpruned. Is now canon in Paranoia world.
It's got to be.
Is the scrub bot ready to move, fellow citizen?
Oh yeah, it can go.
Then I think
So,
we should
make it
proceed.
go. Let's make it go. So Norman makes it go, and then with the rest of the comrades that I've made, we proceed out into the hallway towards the place.
I'm going to, with my map, I'm going to do like curling and sweep the floor ahead of it to help increase its rate of speed.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Oh, fancy.
I'm gonna pretend to guard the rear because they said make sure nothing happens to it, but I'm really just trying to hide in the back. Because I'm intelligent and a team player, as well as cowardly.
Ah. Oh, that's a minus instead of a plus. I don't think I like it being a minus.
You notice that the scrub bot, while able to move under its own power, is making a god-awful noise while it's doing it. And it's scraping the big gouges in the floor.
Okay,
Ooh.
okay.
Oh, shit.
Stop.
I would obsessively use my mechanics score to find out if there is like a physical object or something that could be freed up to make that noise stop and get the wheels going a little smooth.
How heavy is Mechanobot, and how
So the
far are we
scrub
going?
bot is about the size of like a steamer trunk, say. So you figure a couple of you could probably pick it up and carry it.
Yeah.
And using my heads-up display, how far are we going?
You have an arrow that's covering most of your vision, telling you where to go.
Yeah. But not a distance.
Not a distance.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, should we just take turns, 2 people carrying it for a ways and then switching?
I
I suppose.
All right, who wants to carry first?
I'll go first. I'm a team player, and it doesn't
Yes,
seem
I will
terribly
also help.
dangerous.
So Solomon and
May.
All right. As you exit the room, you hear a voice, all in your heads. Congratulations on joining the Alpha Complex workforce, citizens. Please accept 1 XP point as a bonus. XP points can be spent on necessities or luxuries, including increasing your security level. Before you leave the briefing room, ask yourself the following 3 questions. 1. Do I have all my equipment with me? 2. Do I know where I'm going? 4. Do I know what to do when I get there? 6. Do any of the people around me look like mutants, terrorists, or other forms of traitors? If the answer to any of these questions is no, or in some cases yes, then ask your mission briefing operative for clarification. Good luck with your mission, citizens! Also, remember, all issued equipment is your responsibility. There will be penalties for not taking care of any materials assigned to you. If you leave your equipment in the room, it may fall into the hands of terrorists.
Besides our jumpsuits and the mops, was there anything? I can't.
No.
Okay. Yeah, I got an XP.
No, you have 1 XP point.
We all just got 1
That's
XP
correct.
point.
Everybody
yes?
has earned 1 XP point.
That's right.
I would like to offer to carry. It's Seymour and Norman. IXPRs. I would like to carry them because I am kind. Huh?
Solomon.
Solomon and Norman. I would carry their mops because I am kind.
There we go. So yeah, as you leave the room, a large yellow arrow appears in front of you, indicating that you should turn left. And unfortunately, the arrow blocks a lot of your vision, so it's difficult to see where you're going. But I suppose you make the best of it, yes?
Yep.
Yes.
You've gone not very far down the corridor when more sirens suddenly blare, and there's a large pop-up that blocks pretty much your entire field of view, alerting you to the proximity of a wanted terrorist, Wasp named the Not Dead. And be careful, he may be after your mops.
Damn it.
What?
No.
I try to hold my mop tight to my body and kind of hide it as best I can as I'm carrying the steamer trunk.
Oh, I think-
carrying your mop,
Did you not want Becky's character to carry the mop?
Greg.
No worries. I will.
Yes, she can carry my mop, of course.
I will.
Okay.
I will clutch all three of the mops very tightly.
Greg, what's your gender?
Male.
Is that rude?
No. My
Sorry.
gender.
Computer, is that rude?
No, gender presentation is entirely fine. However, heterosexual sex is treasonous.
Oh.
Okay, well, come here, Greg. Anyway,
I think we'd better pick up the pace to arrive at our destination, hopefully without encountering this
Okay.
terrorist.
So just as the pop-up message is starting to fade from view, in front of you, you see a man in a black uniform, which you know means infrared, and he's sprinting down the corridor towards you. He's definitely terrified, and there are 5 gold stars floating in the air above his head where most people have their names. What do you do?
hey, computer, what do the gold stars above that guy's name mean?
You already know this, actually,
Oh,
instinctively, that those are treason stars.
I was going to say, those are
And that's
treason
the
stars,
most
I
number of
bet.
treason stars possible.
Oh, this is the guy who's trying to steal our mops.
I'm going to reach out and trip him.
Okay.
Can I do
Yeah.
that?
Anybody else want to say what they want to do? Quickly, you have 3 seconds.
I would like to hold my mop as a weapon.
Hold your mop as a weapon. Next.
Back
Press
to
my
the wall.
back against the back to the wall. Back against the wall in the hallway.
Back
And
into the
maybe
wall.
grab my mop from
Greg.
Greg.
I've just decided that Greg has a Scottish accent.
Tackle!
Tackle. Oh, you really want to tackle? Okay, great.
I'm going to protect the scrub bot. That seems
Okay.
like our most valuable asset.
All right, those are all the actions. So who was it that backed themselves against the wall?
Me,
I did, Greg.
Greg.
Did.
Greg did, and Solomon did, right?
Solomon.
Okay, so this terrorist is running straight at you, terrified. He's not really seeing where he's going. Those of you who backed against the wall are suddenly pushed directly in his path when a laser bot pops out of the wall to try and take some pot shots at Wasp's name. You're jumped in the way, and someone wanted to tackle them. Was that
Norman.
Norman and Kathy? Your character was.
I was
holding
gonna-
my
I was
mop.
gonna
Yeah, trip him.
him.
Okay, this is great. So what happens is that the two of you are pushed in the hall by the laser bot, the weapons bot, which also distracts the weapons bot. Its shot goes off and hits the ceiling, causes a light to go out and crash to the floor. It disturbs Wasp's name. He ends up tripping over the two of you that were pushed out, rams right into... Who was it that was going to tackle?
Norm.
Norman. And you're so surprised that you ends up bouncing off of you, lands right in front of Kathy's character, Lois. And Lois, you're standing there, and you hear this as the scrub bot, which is no longer being held, drives straight at Wasp's name and starts chewing him up. There's a lot of blood and gore.
Yay, cleaner
Oh
bot.
my god. That's wonder why it's doing that.
Well, at least it seems to be working now.
Lois, your mop gets broken, by the way, too, by that same bot.
Ooh.
I'm gonna kill this bot.
No.
Oh, I didn't say that out loud.
All right.
Damn
So
it.
Wasp's name is now this
Does
mangled
it have any
corpse.
glue?
Mhm.
Ugh.
Hey, computer, we killed this terrorist.
Just as you're even thinking about that, around the corner comes a squad of people in red armor. You know they're troubleshooters. They got their laser pistols drawn. They're looking at you. And one of them, who might be the leader, says, "Which of you is responsible for this?"
Point at the scrub bot.
There's two
Scrub
of us.
bot.
Scrub bot. Point to the
Oh.
scrub bot.
You point to the scrub bot?
No, but we tripped him. He was a traitor. It was okay.
So-
I will step forward and say it was the scrub bot. We had nothing to do with it.
Wow.
Okay, you hear the leader say, "Friend computer," and he points at Lois. Points at you. "I am arresting this infrared working party based on the testimony of Lois IPXR for the unauthorized termination of a notorious fleeing terrorist known as Wasp's name." And then the computer jumps in. "Congratulations, infrared working party. You have aided Alpha Complex with your selfless act of quick thinking. One less terrorist is one more reason to sleep well tonight. Each of you receives 500 XP points immediately. This is enough to raise each of you to red level. Well done.
What?
I think you all can kiss me. You can kiss
The
my feet.
troubleshooters look very annoyed. And then the computer continues. However, sensory feedback indicates the destruction of valuable alpha complex equipment, specifically a revised standard mop. Infrared Working Party, each of you loses 5 XP points as a lesson for taking care of valuable items.
No.
496 then?
We got 500.
And in recognition of your abilities, you are now being reassigned to a new mission where there will be less chance of damage to equipment. Await new briefing details. Thank you.
Ooh.
See, honesty is the best policy,
I
everybody.
I mean,
Technically, the scrub bot did do
Cleanobot
it.
killed him.
I-
We're lying.
Yeah, but we helped.
I mean, he was a traitor.
He was a traitor. Absolutely. I mean, I wonder why he was a traitor.
Don't wonder that. No,
What do you think he
not
did?
wonder that.
I can't help it. It is part of my core personality to be curious. So I just
assume
wonder.
he did something treasonous.
Well, that goes without saying. 5 treason stars. He did something treasonous. What was the thing? That's what I want to know.
He was probably asking questions about what traitors do.
Once again, if I hadn't stood up and took credit or whatever, responsibility for what happened here, we wouldn't have 500 points apiece.
496 points apiece.
I believe the computer would have figured out what was going on, regardless of what we said.
Wrong. I said it, and it said, "See, you're going."
No. You
That's
just
fine.
make me so mad.
I'm gonna have to remember you. Remember everything that you've said here today.
Whatever I said, I didn't
I
doubt the
thought we
computer.
were friends. I thought we were
We're
friends.
set of 86, right? For XP? XP?
Yeah, you
Points.
now have 496 XP points.
XP
Oh,
points.
that's just lovely.
So as you're sitting there talking with each other, you see another scrub bot. It comes
Bonding.
through a hatch in the wall and starts making itself busy. It's actually chewing up and ingesting the corpse of what's name,
Ew.
and the
See?
broken mop, and the other scrub bot.
Oh,
So it's hard at work.
bye, Scrubbot. Bye.
Those resources will power the future.
That's right. Razar HYT reappears from behind the scrub bot, and she's got a sheet of paper, which she's looking at, and she's looking a little upset.
I made her name HRT on accident. We're gonna change
That's why
that.
she's upset.
I suppose you think you're clever. The sector's in crisis, and you go around interrupting the work of troubleshooters. Well, I'm not impressed. Plus, you've been reassigned, effective immediately. It says here you're to go to Sector HOY, where you must find a plug, unplug it, and plug it back again. Cerebral Cortex will guide you. Keep hold of your mops. This is a 150 XP point mission. Oh, fuck. Apparently I'm coming too.
Okay.
Do I get a new mop?
You do not have a new mop.
Okay, that's fine. It'll be hard to break a mop that's already broken.
That's
A-
really
Philosophical. Yeah.
A
slotted spoon
notification
can
pops
catch a
up
potato.
in your eyeball from your cerebral cortex. Direction, it's an arrow pointing you to the nearest production, logistics, and commissary depot.
Okay. Well, as the arrow goes, so do we.
Yep. So you follow it, you go down a different corridor, you turn left, you turn right, and it turns out that PLC happens to be next door to the technical services department that you were supposed to deliver the scrub bot to. Like you see this little kind of notification show up and then fade. Previous mission. And you see next to that previous mission, you see failure.
What?
Oh.
Well, we did. We failed miserably.
We didn't take it to the store, did we?
Well, it got
No.
To the depot.
eaten.
So your cerebral cortex reminds you that PLC, or production, logistics, and commissary, is where you get mission critical equipment from. So you go in, and a technician looks up. Infrared work party to sector HOY. Wait there.
We're not infrared anymore.
We're red, aren't
No, we are. No, because it deducted.
We only got 496 points,
Oh.
not 500.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah.
And we never spent our points to level up.
That's
Oh.
true.
Yeah.
We got Doomspire leveling up here.
Yeah, basically.
I will wait here, as instructed, awaiting further instructions.
Fetching equipment. Hold on a second. So these 3 equipments you can hand out. You're going to have to choose who gets them. I don't know how you decide that. But this last piece of equipment, Roz takes for herself, the megaphone. So you have a grapple gun, body armor, and 3 medkits to figure out what to do with. The guy's looking through the list that Roz handed him. Crowbar, you shoot that one an hour ago. Breathing apparatus, we don't have any. Jetpacks? He stares at Roz. Scrubbot, now we were supposed to have one from technical services. Well, but that seems to have failed. Nevertheless, the rest of you got mops. That'll do. Here, sign here. So Roz signs, takes the megaphone, and then throws the rest of the equipment in your direction.
So, is there another mop that we can give to Lois?
The technician looks at you. Another mop? What do I look like? A mop storage?
Mop storage.
You want more?
Want more? Greg would take a med kit.
All right, medkit's taken.
Kathy would also like a med kit since there's 3 of them.
Okay, Kathy takes a medkit.
I'll grab a grapple gun. Can never go wrong with that.
I'm
you got the
grabbing the
grapple gun.
body armor.
All right, you've got the body armor. There's one more medkit.
Oh, I'll take the med kit.
All right, each of you who took something, you are forced to sign paperwork for it.
Of course. Why would
I
we
was
not?
born to do it.
Hey, what's my social security number? Is that do you guys know that one? Okay, cool.
Are you looking up social security number in your Alphapedia?
Yeah. Do I have one of those?
Yeah, you don't have one of those.
Well, okay.
Gotta be born to have one of those.
But it says on the form I need one. Oh no. There was some sauce on there. That's okay.
Give me that.
You're gross. He's gross.
He wipes the jam off of it. It's from a sandwich that you can see he's got tucked to his side.
You weren't so unproomed.
Quite.
Yeah, I thought that was one of mine.
Now this brains +2, that's on the action when we use it, or do we just have it for having one?
That's the +2 when you want to use it. Yep.
Right. Got it.
All right. So Roz leads you to a bank of turbo elevators. She says sector HOY is not that close, so we got to take these elevators. You step in, the elevator drops, goes sideways, then back up,
Oh.
and sideways again.
Oh.
Stops.
Oh.
It seems to take a little while.
More of a Wonka Vader than an
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
And then it feels like it's just kind of vibrating, so you're not really sure if it's going anywhere or not. And then it stops vibrating, and nothing happens.
How is Roz reacting?
Roz right now is looking at the rest of you, and she's got an eyebrow arched.
Is there any sort of control panel or...
That's what
Yeah.
I was just going to say.
Sure, you look at the control panel, and as you look at it, something pops up into your eyeball. It says, substance in proximity to doors may cause inconvenience to occupants.
Substance in proximity.
It's acid on the other side of the doors, guys.
Gotcha.
What substance is on the other side of the door? Computer.
Citizens, why have you not gone out into the hallway yet? Sector HOY is through those doors.
The elevator doors are not opening.
Are you saying that you are not able to open the doors?
Is there a door open button?
Yeah,
I push it.
it opens.
So
What comes in?
The doors open.
Oh.
Sorry, computer.
The computer says, excellent work, citizen. 1 XP point
Yay.
is awarded to you.
Congratulations, hard one.
Your initiative is noted.
I was about ready to use my throw score to get some people on the roof of that elevator. Man, this is push the button, open the door. What is this game?
So the doors open, and what starts moving through the opening is this viscous red fluid. And it starts filling up into the elevator until it gets up to about your waist. It's like a meter deep.
Oh.
Oh.
And it smells of artificial strawberry flavoring.
Oh.
So you look in the lobby area, and it's just everything is a meter deep in this viscous strawberry flavored stuff.
I'm holding my mop above my head.
Kind of like a...
As am I.
Yeah.
And I.
Well, now we're all doing it.
We're going to get in a lot of trouble for getting our uniforms dirty, guys.
not me.
But
If
I
I've
guess-
got time to lean, I've got time to clean. I'm going to start trying to mop it up.
The guiding arrow in your
Yes,
vision
and you
is
just
pointing straight ahead.
Yeah.
And you see a little notation next to it. Now that you're in sector HOY, your destination is subsector K15.
All right, follow that arrow.
our soldier on.
I turn to, who is it, Norman, who's trying to mop up?
May,
Yep.
that's me.
May. And I say, this is very inefficient of you.
We must all do what we can, I find.
We
in
must
this
all
life.
follow our instructions. You are deviating from the plan.
Oh, I'm going to keep mopping while I follow along. Don't worry.
I warned you that it was inefficient, but very well. I am your loyal friend, so I will allow you to continue and not try to drag you away.
So what you see as you're now going into the hallway and the lobby and the hallway beyond is you see a number of clones, probably the residents of Sector HOY, just doing. It seems like they're just trying to do their normal thing. They're walking around as best they can. There's stuff floating in this strawberry liquid. Items of furniture and random bits of clothing, random pieces of equipment.
Stick to the mission.
Yeah,
Yep.
stick to the mission. I mean, don't
There's
get
an
run
arrow.
over by a couch or whatever, but
Perhaps it's some kind of local celebration.
some kind of cultural festival.
So you're are you all just kind of walking through the liquid then?
And
Yep.
mopping.
Yeah,
Yes.
Okay.
everybody else on this floor is doing. I like it.
I'm imagining straight up like we've got our mops above our heads, like we're American GIs in Vietnam, wading through a fucking river.
This one's
So the other clones around you, with their sector name on them, they give you curious looks as you go by, but they don't ask you any questions.
I smile and nod politely.
sure. Yeah, nod, wave, hi, sorry, hello.
So you're just kind of struggling through. There are various rooms and doors open and closed on the way.
I mean, it could be hot molasses,
Right. You pass an open door, which you can see is a red level dormitory. Inside are beds and chairs and other things and other crap floating. Anything else that you want to investigate?
No. The only thing I'm interested in investigating is where this arrow's taking us.
Mhm.
Okay. Yep. It's leading you past a number of closed doors. It leads you past what's known as a restroom, and you
People
can already
rest?
tell if you
A
peek
room
in,
of
you can see
rest.
that actually all of the facilities are underneath this liquid.
Huh.
I bet my mop would love
Including
to get
the sinks.
a slice of that on another day.
Well, in that case, everybody feels syrup get just a little bit warmer around them.
Probably not that far around, but
So you've traveled like a couple of 100 meters, and you get to a crossroads. You get to a T, and the guide arrow says you have to turn left. But in that corridor, there's a red stripe at eye level, and you all know that means you have to be at least red level to go down that corridor.
Oh.
Mm.
computer, this is directing us down down a passageway we don't have clearance for.
Citizen, you may not enter areas for which you do not have the clearance.
Oh, of course, I don't want to. That's why I was wondering, is there an alternate route to get to section K15 that we're going to?
Section K15. Alternate route. Citizen, are you not aware how to use Alphapedia?
It would seem temporarily no. Alphapedia? Okay, Alphapedia.
Okay, in case you need some remedial education, let us know.
Sure, I'll let you know.
So yeah, you pull up your computer, your cerebral cortex, and yeah, there's maps of this place. You can plot a course around that takes you
Sure.
away from.
I will find the most efficient way.
The most efficient way is the corridor you can't go down.
Okay, well, we're not going to do that.
The second most efficient way.
Technically, the arrow is ordering us to go down that way.
Right. In
Well-
fact, it does start like blinking when you go away from it, assuming that you follow Becky's
Wait,
character.
team. I think we can come up with a elegant workaround here. Some of us only need 3 more experience. Some of us need 4.
Okay, go on.
I'm trying to think of a way to generate just a little bit of experience first.
I feel like the best way to get XP points will be to complete our mission.
Oh.
I mean, I used
Like-
Alphapedia to navigate an alternate route. Or had the idea before someone else did it.
Roz
Like-
pulls out her megaphone and just shouts loudly, "Can we get moving, please?"
Lead on, Roz.
Wait, is Roz has clearance, doesn't she?
Yeah.
She does.
Then let's follow Roz.
Roz, can you grant us temporary clearance if we paint ourselves red with the syrup?
She looks at you.
Does that
She
have to-
smiles. Follow me.
Um,
So she starts going down the red corridor.
Okay.
and that, my friends, is utilizing your NPCs.
Quick lean
Uh.
over to May, and I'm just going to say, should be drown Roz.
I think she might try to shoot us if we follow her.
I think she's trying to set us up. She's leading us down this red corridor when we're not qualified. I think she's trying to set us up.
All right.
Norman follows Roz.
Norman follows Roz. Does anybody else follow Norman and or Roz?
I paint myself red with syrup and wait and see what happens. Please find that sentence anywhere else in the history of English.
I think that Greg would be down a bit ways the other direction and would at least see what happens to other people that are entering a zone they're not cleared in before he would enter himself.
I'm just trying to figure out who's entered the zone. So right now,
Yeah.
Roz
Norman.
has.
Yeah, Roz and Norman.
Norm.
Okay. Anybody
I'm
else?
an absolute coward. I have not.
I'm hanging back.
I would, because I think my loyalty to authority and my sense of efficiency and also my selfish desire not to have to walk around the long way would force me to follow Roz.
Well reasoned.
So 2 clones go down the hallway. Is that everybody that's going?
Yes.
For the moment.
All right. The 3 of you, Roz and the 2 of you, turn a corner, and then as soon as the corner is turned, Roz turns to you and says quite loudly, "Computer! 2 infrared citizens are in a red level area." And the voice of the computer booms from nearby speakers. "Infrared citizens immediately vacate the red level corridor. You are docked 5 XP points each.
Ah, jeez, all right.
And you have 1 treason star."
Bitches, played yourselves.
I look over to May
And
I
then you
said,
also hear the computer
shoulda
say,
drowned her.
"Roz R. HYT, you have received 30 XP points for your vigilant attention."
What a sorry.
Roz smiles and then continues on down the red corridor. Away
Shoulda
from
drowned her.
Bitch ass.
Fine.
Ooh, never liked Roz. Never liked her.
So, yeah, mark those treason stars down.
Did it.
And the rest of you are still stuck, not going down that corridor.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about that alternate path?
There is an alternate path. It just takes you a little extra time.
Hey, computer?
Yes,
Maybe we
citizen.
should just hustle down that alternate path.
Wait, are you the one with the treason star?
I am not.
No.
Okay, yep, okay.
Norman and I have treason stars.
Norman and you. Okay, good. Yes, citizen.
Can I have 3 XP?
Citizen, they are called XP points, and directly asking for XP points shows a lack of initiative. You will lose 50 XP points.
50.
Your insolence.
Perfect. Perfect. My intent had been to complete the mission faster.
You can complete the mission faster by completing the mission, citizen. I thought this was logically obvious.
All right. I'm going to start going double time down the best alternate path that keeps us in infrared territory.
Same.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so you do find an alternate way around, and eventually you find your way into what appears to be a food service area. There's like congealed breakfast mix floating in the countertops. Lights are sparking and flickering, and you hear a yell, "Ahoy! Torrents amidships on the scurvy bowport. Overclock the mainsail and prepare to be motherboarded." And you see 5 people on top of a table. They're paddling it. And there are sheets tied to its legs with a black flag and skull, with a skull marking dangling limply from one of the inverted table legs.
Black? That means they could be ultraviolet, right? These could be the most powerful people in Alpha Complex.
That would make sense. They're using tools.
Is anything floating over their head?
Yeah, you get names. There are a total of 5 of them. And the important name I'll give you is, you see, Infrared Beard, which is weird because it's not a normal name.
Oh, so not ultraviolet then.
None of them have treason stars?
None of them have treason stars.
Okay, so they're just weirdos.
Yeah, so the one who was shouting was Infrared Beard.
What's the arrow situation for directing us to our path now?
Just through this area where the pirates are.
I mean, hail and well met. I'd keep following. I don't know. Are they like, they said they're not shooting at us or anything, right?
They're just LARPing.
They're just LARPing. Let them chase their bliss.
Yeah,
They can
like,
live.
are they actually stopping us, or?
Well, I mean, they're just coming into view, so do you try to walk by them?
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of. I'm taking a look around the table here, and I feel like there's a lot of just cocked eyebrows and just okay, and just keep walking.
Yeah, I think
I would certainly greet them, and we're still waiting. We're not walking very fast, right?
Yeah.
No, they can actually move their ship faster than you.
Yeah, I would say, ahoy, matey.
Sure. Ahoy.
Good to see ye. What brings you to our fair waters?
Oh, we're doing our job.
Yeah, we've got unplug a thing and then plug it back in. You know how it is.
I see. What thing might that be?
This is a mission assigned by the computer, friend. I don't know if we're at liberty to divulge that information.
Good answer.
I don't think we know that information.
Shh.
I think you know something secret that we should know. Maybe we should take you prisoner.
Oh,
necessary.
maybe we should take you prisoner.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Oh,
good comeback.
What about that?
Can I talk to the computer real quick?
yes.
Always running to the computer.
Hey, computer. We're trying to
Computer's
do our
boy.
job, and these guys are actively impeding our progress.
No one
We
likes a
can't handle them
tattletale.
if you would like to. However, if you can make them go away, that'd be cool.
Citizens, I don't understand why you are feeling so impeded in your work. Just continue down, follow the arrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would like to intimidate them into letting us pass.
Well, that's the thing, computer. These guys are being really mean to us, and they're threatening violence.
Are you able to intimidate them?
Yes,
Uh,
I would
I'm-
like to intimidate them.
How would that work? Do you have a stat and a skill that you could do that with?
I do. I have chutzpah.
I don't break into your private asides with the god computer.
Wait a minute. Do I need to do this privately?
This is
No.
fine.
No, I was just talking to the computer.
Oh, okay. I have chutzpah and I have intimidate.
Okay, well, why don't you say something and give me a roll on top of it?
You will let us pass now. We have important business.
All right, so roll your node, your number of dice, plus the computer dice.
Okay, I got 3 5s and 1 6.
That's excellent. And now roll the computer dice.
That's a 2.
Okay, that's fine. So you got 4 successes. That's good. Oh, well, there's no need to get violent here. We're just trying to have a bit of fun. Perhaps you'd like to help us establish our pirate kingdom here in Sector HOY.
Perhaps later after we have finished our mission.
Oh, that's clever. Norman says, still waiting towards the exit.
Oh,
That's clever. Like I just envision that like all this is happening while our team is just slowly still just kind of like trudging our way.
Well, they're
Dude, like, turn around
They're
and walk
yeah,
back
that's
in.
probably exactly. But they're also keeping pace with you pretty easily. Like they can
Yeah, exactly.
no.
paddle their ship right alongside you. Yep.
That's adorable. I love
Oh,
this.
so may we ask what your mission is? Is it super secret, or can
It
we
is-
help?
We can't even tell you if it's secret. That's a secret.
I mean, we told them that we're unplugging and plugging a thing in already.
That's our cover story.
Could you perhaps give us a lift?
Oh, I don't think our ship here is big enough to hoist you.
Oh,
But you could always make your own, I suppose, if you're as clever as we are.
well, I don't know if we are as clever as you are,
Oh,
Infrared Beard.
is there enough material floating by that Norman could?
Oh, there's lots
wrap
of
together a
furniture
skip?
floating and stuff like that all over the place. Yeah.
Yeah, Norman is going to kind of look at their ship design and say, "Oh, yeah, sure." And he's going to use some of the furniture nearby and just make a better raft.
Oh, do you have some skills for this?
I have a +2 in mechanics and a +5 to engineering.
All right, let's do it.
Does having a -3 in demolitions mean that I could assist
You have
him
a +3
in
in making.
All right, so when you have a negative in a score, what'll happen? I mean, that's kind of hilarious. I mean, it means it's a bad thing.
Right.
If you end up wanting to do something with a negative in a score, we'll deal with that later.
Okay.
1, 2, 3 successes, and you need a computer dice. All right, so I think 3 successes is enough to get you a raft, but not one as nice as theirs.
Oh, well, nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Right, but it will work. It'll support the group of you if you all decide to take it. Barely.
Are we paddling with our mops?
We could pull.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, what you could do is you can use those mops like they're like you're like in the Venice canals.
Gondoling?
Yep.
I would never do that, just so everyone knows.
Well, I mean, I got these chair legs for that purpose, but we could use our mops, I guess.
I'll be a gondolist.
Yeah.
I'll gondole any
Alright.
chance I can get.
Yeah. The corridor walls, are they close enough that we can also be like kind of pushing on the walls with our
Not right
various-
here, but they
Okay.
you might be able to do that once you get out of this food commissary.
All right. And yeah, I think that Norman fashions this raft. Everyone pops on, and we say goodbye to Infrared Beard, and off we sail.
Your accent, by the way.
Okay. They wave.
Bye.
Bye.
They give you a cheer. Come back and join us. Join our jolly crew when you're done.
We'll have to see what the computer says.
They seem very odd.
They are very odd.
Eccentric.
It seemed like the computer didn't really seem bothered by them, though, so they must be pretty okay, right?
They must be okay.
Computer, do you like pirates?
I've never heard of pirates. Can you tell me what they are?
Oh, yes, and well, you can just watch the footage. We just saw some.
They were citizens going about their business. So are you
Oh.
pirates?
I guess by that definition, I think we're just citizens going about our business.
But it looks like you're trying to be pirates, which is not the mission that you were assigned.
Oh, this is to expedite the mission we were assigned.
I see. Oh, I will be interested to hear how this turns out.
Thank you, computer. I'm interested to hear how your day goes, too.
My day is brilliant. Alpha
Good.
Complex is swimming along nicely, as you know.
Good pun, computer.
Was anybody else trying to talk to the computer?
No.
No.
Okay.
I mean, in our own way, aren't we always trying to talk to the computer in our hearts with our minds?
Trying it. Okay.
All right. Well, if you follow the guiding arrow long enough,
Mhm.
you eventually get to a point where the walls are narrower, the ceiling is lower. So this red strawberry scented and flavored liquid appears to be a little acidic, because you can see down here where it's a lot more concentrated on the small area that's actually been eating away at the walls, and there's some exposed wiring. And then eventually this opens up into a circular room. There's a spiral staircase going up, and down the spiral staircase there's a thick stream of this red liquid slopping down from above, and you can also see the spiral staircase going down below the surface.
Hmm.
Which way does the arrow go?
You are now where you're supposed to be.
Oh,
So we were supposed
Okay,
to
let's
unplug
find a
something and then
plug.
plug it back in. Let's look for plugs.
Yeah.
Using my cortex, can I access the electrical riser for the room?
Looks like there's lighting. Everything's going through the walls.
So can I tell where there are plugs?
Oh yeah, there are all kinds of plugs all over the place. All the devices here run on the same kind of power pack. And so pretty much walls everywhere have spots where you can plug a device in or just plug a power pack in to recharge it. So those plugs are everywhere. Many of them right now are damaged because several of them are below the level of the liquid, but there are others that are higher and they're in working order.
To be on the safe side, should we unplug them all and plug them back in?
Well, can't we just do one at a time until the computer tells us we got it?
Hey, is Roz
so
here?
you can do all the ones you can find. This will take
Yeah, is
several
Roz
minutes. Roz, you do not see her.
Maybe she drowned.
I hope.
I wonder if maybe it's upstairs.
Computer, did Roz drown?
Roz is a red security clearance. It is treasonous for you to know what a red security clearance person is doing.
Oh, then you
Even
passed
asking the question is treason.
You
Minus
passed the
10 XP
test.
points.
Oh. Ouch.
Kind of walked into that one, eh?
I think it's best business practice to just not ask the computer questions.
But
May looks at one of the outlets and says 220, 221, 221, whatever it takes.
Good reference.
Thank you.
I'll just get to it and start unplugging things.
Yeah, I will reach
plugging them
for
back
the
in as
nearest
I go.
one and plug it back in.
Sure. Let's say there are about 20 of these, and you plug things into them and you unplug them. You would probably even do several below the surface that are all in bad shape and eaten away. Do the best you can. For those of you who were, I'll just pick Solomon. You were just like really insistent. So why don't you roll a computer dice for me to see how well you avoid getting electrocuted? Okay, you managed not to kill yourself.
Ooh.
Hey,
Anyway, so you've done all these plugs here in this room, and nothing seems to have changed.
Job well done.
So there's a thing. There's a physical crash through the room, right? I think that I would be trying to kind of trace back, maybe up through the damage to the actual room. I don't know. I kind of want to be piecing back together.
Did you want to try going up the stairs?
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, so you want to go up the spiral stairs? All right, so you have the initiative on that. So, Greg, why don't you give me some kind of athletics-based check to go up the stairs without getting knocked around by the red dessert topping spilling down it.
I'm gonna call it mechanics because I'm gonna be looking at precariously balanced things and flowing fluids and figuring out where to step. So we're gonna do mechanics and so remember when you said that if you want to do something that you have a negative stat in, you'd talk to me about it?
Yep.
Unfortunately, I'm kind of looking at athletics unless I can, So I have mechanics +3, but I have athletics -2. So is that me just rolling 1d6?
Yep, so you get one die, plus the computer die.
Okay. All right, my 1d6. It's a 5,
Hey.
fortunately.
Okay, one success.
And the computer dice.
Oh, that's right. The computer dice is quartz.
It's a 4.
Okay. Well, one success is enough so that you're able to like kind of hang on, but you lose your grip, and you're not going to get hurt. But what happens is you actually fall off the stairs, and you notice that there is a slight. So, like I mentioned that the stairs also go down. There's a slight pull, like a bit of suction, as the red dessert topping seems to be actually pouring down to whatever level is that those stairs lead to. So you notice that, and you're starting to get pulled down.
Well, I sure would like to try to hold on to something or get out of it.
Oh.
Yeah, I would say like swimming, flailing. I might actually try to use my mop and like wedge it into some nearby debris that I could kind of like corner myself with. Anchor.
All right. Give me a reasonable stat plus skill roll.
Sure. Oh, no. You know what? I'm going to call that. So it's certainly not violence. Maybe it's a.
Feels like chutzpah, right?
It feels like a chutzpah, which is +1.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with that.
And,
And your athletics is minus something?
My athletics is minus something, but, my
All right,
engine...
so what you do is you're going to roll 3 dice. Pretend that's a positive.
Mm-hmm.
And everything that doesn't come up, 5 or 6, is a failure, which is not quite the same as not getting a success. So roll your dice, and I need to do all the results. 5 or 6 and otherwise.
I have 4, 2, 6.
4, 2, 6. So that's 2 failures and 1 success. So that's a net 1 failure. Yeah, you're going to get sucked down those stairs.
Fuck. Okay.
So you go below. You're going to hold your breath as best you can.
Uh-huh.
You go down there, and eventually you do manage. You hit the bottom of the floor, and I'm going to take 1 level of harm. So take hurt. You're now hurt because you just banged yourself up.
Sure.
You managed to stand up because again, this is not like a huge suction. And it's a little bit higher than a meter down here, but there's still just a level of, like, you could actually stand and breathe.
Good.
And you are faced with what looks like a big robot eye popping up out of the water. And you see 6 tentacles. And those tentacles are now coming for you.
Shit. Well, I scream, if that's good
Right.
for anything. Okay, this is... I am going to try... Oh, I'm going to back away. It's not attacking me yet, it just popped up.
Oh, it's definitely going to attack you. So
Yeah,
I think
sure.
we're now at the point where we're going to use these action cards.
Okay.
So you all are in contact with each other through your CC. So
Oh,
you all
thank
know
you.
what's going on. It's like, assuming that Greg communicates with you.
Mm-hmm.
But
Greg,
so now the way
you-
this is going to work,
yeah.
so you have 4 action cards in your hand.
I'm screaming inside and out, for sure.
Yep. These action cards have an action order on them, or they have a reaction. A reaction is like this arrow that points up to the right. And some cards can be used in both ways. Like it'll have an action order and can be used as a reaction.
Okay.
So what you're going to do, you're going to choose one of your 4 cards as your action. And when we get to the action order number, like I'll count down from 10. They go from 0 to 10. I'll count down from 10. And whoever has that number, it'll be your turn to do whatever it is your card says. So take a few seconds, pick an action card from your hand, take note of the action order number, and I'll start counting down. If you have a reaction, you are allowed to play that card at any time in reaction to something that someone else does. Okay, so 10.
Me, I'm 10.
You got a 10?
I've got a 10.
All right, you're first. So here's what you can do. With a 10, you can choose to do what the card says or not spend it and not reveal it to the players, in other words, and do just a normal thing.
Oh, I'm totally doing what the card says.
Okay, then reveal your card.
All right. It is take your time. Take your time. Describe what you're planning to do. You'll take the rest of the round to prepare your actions. This is my thoughtfulness here. It happens last in the round, but I get +2 dice to roll. So I will use that grapple gun to shoot it at whatever these tentacle things are and yank them out so everybody can beat up on it next turn.
Okay.
Nice.
You're being
But
very
I'm
thoughtful,
taking
Frank.
careful aim. So that's
Got
why it's
it.
going to be last.
I would like to interrupt for a moment here because I have a reactive card.
Okay.
All
Yep.
right.
You can play the reaction.
I take it that the one that we just mentioned was he was going to attack.
Eventually, yep.
Okay. Well, this one is called Sudden Death. If the action you're playing this card on causes damage to a living thing or a bot, it automatically kills whatever got hit.
Wow.
And I get to describe the death.
Oh, well, why don't save that? Why don't we get there when we get there?
Okay, well, I just didn't know when I was supposed
No,
to.
that's fine.
do
No,
that.
you did the right thing.
Okay.
You did the right thing.
Okay.
That's fine. It's just we don't know that's going to happen yet because it's going to happen at the end of the round. So
Okay, understood.
So-
We'll find out, dear reader.
we'll find out later. So who's anybody else at a 10? I assume not.
No.
9? 8? 7? 6?
That's me.
All right, 6.
My card is the wetter the better.
All right. Are you going to do what the card says or what? Just something else?
Yeah, I'm just going to use that 6. So the robotic eye is coming out from below the. I might need more clarification on where we are in space.
So you are on a level above. You have to,
Okay.
in order to really attack the bot, you're going to have to go down the stairs to get to the level below.
Oh no! If it was May's, or not May, if it was
Because right
Greg,
now the only one that's down there
Right.
is Greg.
yeah, Greg. I'm gonna rescind my action. I apologize. I'm sorry.
So you're just going at 6 then. So keep the card. You're going
Okay.
at 6. What are you
Yep.
doing?
I'm gonna go upstairs.
You're gonna go upstairs.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
probably where the thing is.
Remember, things are challenging here. So
Okay.
do you have any kind of roll to go these stairs safely while the red dessert topping is pouring down through?
I'm gonna take a page out of May's book and just sort of ignore the screams coming from Greg and focus more on okay, I'm going to use my mop as some sort of fulcrum for myself to keep myself wedged in. Also, you said that there was a bunch of wires. Are there any? Is there any kind of rope nearby? Maybe.
No.
Okay.
You bastard.
But you can. There's a bunch of wires.
Me.
There's a bunch of wires.
Yeah, you asked for rope. No, but there's a whole bunch of
Oh, wow.
wires.
Okay. Are they plugged into anything?
Well, they go into the wall.
Oh, you know
Like,
what?
into the
We could
ceiling,
probably
really.
use that then. Yeah. So I can't use that then.
Oh, they're so tempting though. These are nice thick cables.
Yeah, I bet they are, aren't they? No, you know what? I'm going to try to just muscle my way up. And the reason why Norm is doing this is because, you know what? I either make it up there or I don't. Like, at the end of the day.
Give me some kind of reasonable stat skill roll to see how well you do this.
I'm going to make this a chutzpah plus athletics. So +1, -1. So
all right. So you get 2 dice. Tell me all the results, no matter what they are.
Okay. I got a 4 and a 2.
All right. You definitely fail.
Yeah, I did.
You failed big time.
Uh-huh.
And do you have a computer dice as well for me, please?
Oh, yeah. I'm so sorry, computer. You're first in my heart. Oh, I got a 1 on that.
Anyway,
though.
2 failures is enough to send you banging, clanging down those things. You are a clumsy, clumsy ox. You go straight down. You are now in the same downstairs along with Greg. And you are not just hurt.
Oh, I'm injured.
You're injured.
I bopped up my arm.
Yeah. You sprained your wrist and ankle pretty good. Bummed your shoulder out. And those tentacles look pretty dangerous. That was 6.
Mhm.
5? 4?
Yes. So my card is a reaction, and I'm not going to do it because there hasn't really been an action yet, except for running away and leaving me to die. I just want to be away from this thing. I want to try to. I want to try to back up, climb up, use some of those wires for ropes.
Sure. Okay. Give me a roll.
Yeah.
Chutzpah's not going to do so well this time.
Chutzpah's not going to do so well this time.
You need something a bit more physical.
I mean, it's still going to be in the negatives because I could do like brains if I was looking for something that was attached in the right spot. But
yeah, sure, that makes sense. I'll take a brains.
That would be +1 though, and then -2 for athletics.
Yeah. So roll 2 dice. Give me all the results.
2 dice. Okay. 5 and a 1.
Yeah, that's still gonna be a pretty big failure, unfortunately for you. So the bot, one of the bot's tentacles wraps around you, and slams you into the wall. You take 2 levels of harm.
Why?
What's that put you at?
I'm maimed.
You're maimed. Oh yeah, you feel bones cracking. You're in bad shape.
Greg,
And you're also
this.
and now you're being dragged underwater or under dessert topping.
It's fucking brutal.
So that was 4, 3, 2.
I'm at 2. I don't think I'm going to use my card.
Okay. Keep the card.
I think I am just going to work my way down the stairs in my giant suit of armor.
Yeah, I was gonna say, how well can you do
It's
that?
very heavy, poorly.
Yeah.
How
about a roll for that, please?
Yeah. Let's see here. So my body armor is a -2 to athletics, and my athletics is a 2. So that puts my...
That's 4 dice. So roll all the dice.
Could be worse, mate.
Roll the dice and give me all the results.
6, a 6,
wow,
a 5,
that's
and a
actually
2.
really good. So
Yeah.
that's 2 successes. Roll a computer dice.
Solemn man.
5.
All right. Yeah,
Got
2
it.
successes.
Thank you,
Okay.
computer.
You just barely managed to make it down safely, and well, you witness what's going on down there. It's not a pretty picture.
Hey, Solomon.
Do I have enough action left to try to yank Greg above water?
I think that was your action for now. Yeah, you had to carefully make your way down. And besides, Greg is you're not even. It's picture Luke Skywalker in the trash compactor. That's kind of what's happened to Greg.
Oh my god! I told you we just rewatched that scene recently. Oh god! I hate it.
All right, that was 2, 1, 0.
So I've got my end of round action now.
Yeah,
because I did take your time.
All right, so I was thinking of maybe giving you guys a mulligan on this, because I didn't want to say no outright, but you aren't actually in the room where the monster is.
So yeah, I was going to go down at the entry, so go down to where the stairs are going in and shoot through the gap at the creature.
Oh boy,
I've got a ranged weapon.
That's going to be very challenging.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's much safer than going down there and risking my own neck.
Sure. Okay.
I mean, if
but
you have,
it makes it clear that I'm doing something.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Let's give it a shot then.
So
I'll
I'm
let you try
shooting the
that.
grapple gun. So I'm thinking violence plus guns.
Yeah, violence and guns. There you go.
So that's 3, but to take my time means I get a bonus 2. So I'm rolling for 5d6 by my reckoning.
Nevertheless, this is a challenging thing you're doing, so you'll need multiple successes.
Shoot.
Come on, mate.
Rob, what are you doing over there? Okay.
You got
2 sick hits there, and then the computer
I don't think
die.
that's enough, unfortunately.
Oh, I think it is.
You don't?
Roll
For what? For a success?
For an overall success.
I was thinking he needed 4 successes on this.
3 on the computer die.
Yeah.
Well, let's define success. Maybe I don't do any damage, but I've clearly demonstrated that I'm taking.
Yeah. So what was
taking
this?
serious
Describe
and
to me how this
decisive
grapple
action.
gun. Yeah, I was gonna say, tell me how this grapple gun works. I do want something to happen.
So let's see. The grapple gun just shoots out a grapple on a line at a target. Very useful for climbing, swinging, or rapidly descending. Could be used as a level 1 weapon with the additional benefit or problem that a successful hit, you're attached to the target.
Oh, I know. The grapple goes in. It goes right onto the eye.
Yeah.
So anybody could anybody could take this line and go right to the eye.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah.
Neat.
The eye of the creature?
The eye of the creature.
Right, but doesn't do any damage. I like that.
You didn't do any damage to it.
So
There's a
doesn't do
small
any
crack
damage,
where
right.
you managed to hook it in. So it looks like it's vulnerable there.
All right, I've done my part and cleared the way for you. Now
You
take
did very well.
action. Now you can close in and finish it.
Yeah, so the bot is there, and I think there's 2 other people down there with it, isn't it? So it's going to make some grabs.
Okay.
Who's down there? It's got the armor.
I am.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. So you're with the armor. Yeah, so it's going to grab you, and it, throws you up against the wall and the staircase. So you can take, but you're armored, so take 2 levels of harm, but let the armor absorb whatever it needs to, which might mean you're not really injured.
Increase the wearer's defense rating by 2.
Oh, so that's fine. We'll say you take no damage as a result.
Okay.
But now your armor is useless. It's been
Like
used up.
forever? Okay.
Yeah, it's been cracked. And this particular slam, there's an electrical cable that was, loose in the ceiling, and it comes down and it enters the red dessert topping, and all this current starts arcing through. All of you are feeling this electricity, and then you feel something really weird happen.
Ooh.
So all of you, from all this electricity arcing through, like all of you are in the area. That's all of you, everybody.
No,
Takes a
I'm not
level of
there.
harm. You
I don't-
are
Where am
connected
I?
to the red dessert topping,
Oh, all right, gotcha.
which is why you
It's
even got a card.
everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, it's everywhere. So I think that means you just lost a clone, Becky. That should be the 4th level of harm for you.
That is indeed the 4th level of harm.
Right.
Rip rag.
That's
Rip
too bad.
rag.
So the rest of you
Guess
have
what?
at least 1 level of harm. That might be the only level of harm the rest of you have.
For the entire core.
Great.
I
Okay.
am hurt.
But don't worry. Your next clone will be back any minute.
Oh,
Yeah,
will he be underwater?
probably not.
Well, that depends, doesn't it?
I don't know.
So next round. So this works the same way. If you spent a card, like as the card, you no longer have that in your hand. You're down to 3 cards. So pick a card, if only for the action order. Recall that you won't necessarily have to use it as that card. All right, so 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4.
4.
4. All right, what you got?
All right, I think I'm not going to use the card. I'm gonna join the long list of failure and try to run up the stairs to find the source of this stuff. Seems like
right.
everybody's doing pretty well downstairs right now, honestly.
Great down here. The water's fine.
All right, so try to go up.
So I've got 4 athletics, is why I think I've got a shot
That's
at this.
great.
And people have been using what, chutzpah to get up?
Yeah, I think that's not as good as brains or violence because you're trying to like jump around and do stuff. So I would say brains or violence.
Oh, okay, I'll go brains for sure then. It's all about the
Yeah.
brains. That gives me 6 dice, my friends.
All right, roll it.
Ooh.
You're
I
ready
know
to
you're all
go.
pulling for me. Up the gooey stairs.
Up the gooey stairs.
Oh, 3
That's
successes.
That's spectacular.
And then a computer
computer
die.
dice, please.
That's going to be a 3.
Yeah, I think that's enough successes to get you up.
Haha.
So you go up,
Watch and learn, clones.
What to learn, clone.
and it looks like something very bad has happened. It becomes, you get up there and you see this tangled mesh of metal, bits of wall, rubble. Red dessert topping is pouring through gaps in that rubble in the wall, and then heading straight for the stairway. So like you can't get very far. You could take maybe a step off the stair, and then you're just trapped by all this rubble and garbage. And it's coming through the gaps.
This is going to take forever to clean.
All right, so that was you. That
Yep.
was 4. 3.
I also have a 4. May I?
You also have a 4. All right.
Yes. All right, here we go. I'm actually going to do what my card says, and we're going to see if the computer agrees with my choice. I have a surprise bot,
Oh,
and
tell
I
me
would
more
like
about Surprise Bot.
my surprise bot is a little repair bot. It can also kind of stretch itself to dam up cracks and leaks. So it's kind of like a big. It can kind of it's sort of a stretchy material bot. It's got like webbing that it can just kind of stretch out, and it's supposed to be to patch holes like insulation. Does that make sense?
Okay.
Okay. The bot's pretty nimble, so I'd like to send it up the stairs and have it put its little webbing stuff all over the cracks in the wall to at least stop the flow.
Okay.
I mean, there's still going to be like a whole bunch of yucky liquid downstairs, but at least it's going to stop it from just pouring down.
Okay. All right. I'll give you an extra die for this.
Okay. So that means I've got 2.
Yep. Roll 2 dice.
No
successes.
That's not a success. Okay.
And then roll the computer dice. 1d6.
I got it.
All right.
No.
So your bot goes up the stairs
Mhm.
and just smashes itself into, it goes up and then just smashes into the ceiling and then falls down to the stairs. Bonk, bonk, bonk.
And
The wall.
somewhere a trombone goes.
Hilariously. Yeah, you hear the.
Wah,
Yep.
wah.
So that was 4, 3, 2.
That's me.
All right, 2.
Okay. So my action card is called Faint. Not F-A-I-N-T.
Yeah, okay.
F-E-I-N-T. So I spot a situation that I can exploit to confuse an enemy, describe what it is, then roll chutzpah plus bluff, take advantage.
All right.
So if I succeed, describe the actions of that enemy. GM has veto over your description, so I can't go crazy. I would like to just use everyone else trying to attack the robot to try to see if I can find the plug for the robot.
Oh. Are you there in the liquid with them? I can't remember.
Oh yeah, in fact I'm rather I'm pretty maimed down here at the bottom of the stairs.
Oh,
yeah.
So subtract so make your chutzpah plus bluff roll, but you're down 2 dice.
You know what? Can I
yes, change it. It's okay.
As we're all understanding what we're doing here, can I use my med kit? I'm going to use my med kit on myself here.
Okay.
Okay, so that gives me brains +2. And when I use that, I make a brains plus science roll to use it properly.
Yeah, so this med kit has been eaten away by the red dessert topping.
Oh, okay. So there just isn't a med kit anymore?
There just isn't a med kit anymore.
Oh, cool. So I'm going to go back to what I was going to do before then. Absent a med kit, you know what? I'm either going to die or I'm not. That's Norman's whole deal.
So here's what's great is like you think you're gonna go look to find the plug on the robot, and you're like, oh no, I want to get this med kit, and the robot grabs you by its tentacle and chews you up in its maw, and you can take 2 harm for that.
Oh, okay, I'm dead.
Okay. Good job. That was 2, 1, 0. Okay, hey, 0. So out of the wall, this hole opens, and Greg shows up. You're just spat out the wall, and you slam, and you just like land right in the red dessert topping. The last thing you remember is being dragged under by this. In fact, you can still see your previous self there.
Just a little.
That's got to be weird.
Right out of the gate.
Yep. It's a little
Get
strange.
out there, Tiger. You're gonna do fine.
Yep. So you're back.
Okay.
And you have the same cards as before. All of them.
I'm all of them?
Yep. Exactly the same cards.
Okay.
Nothing about you has changed in any way, except that there's a new you.
I'm a new Greg. I'm ready to face new challenges. I'm ready for this.
All right, so next round. Pick a card. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you all at 0?
Is everybody going?
Oh,
at
I'm
0?
sorry. I kind of phased out. I'm 4.
Oh, you're 4. Okay.
Sorry. It's just like it's so hypnotic. You're counting down.
And it's late.
Took me back to my days in the MK Ultra project.
And it's late. All right, so go ahead. 4. What you got?
All right, this time I am using my 4 card, which is everything looks like a nail.
Okay.
Oops. Copy.
Under be the hammer.
Paste. And what I would like to do with that is, so I spot a tool that's useful to the action. So I just want to set the scene here. There's this rubble.
Yep.
And the ooze is flying through the rubble.
Yep.
And okay. So I'm finding a tool that's going to work like a crowbar here. So maybe when Jenny's bot came up and failed to do anything, it did knock loose this like crowbar like chunk of metal frame. And I'm like, aha. And I grab it and like I'm prying the rubble out of the way to try to get through it and see if I can plug this stuff or see what's causing all this.
Oh, okay. Sure. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
And
so
if I
use go ahead.
Reaction to help when you need me. Should I describe it right now?
Well, okay, so you're 2 levels below. Do you think there's some
I'm
way
way
you can make
upstairs.
that happen?
Go ahead.
By the wording of
So-
this card, it just says something happens to help out this roll.
Oh, so you just invent something.
It's literally called an unexpected boon. Is the
Okay.
reaction that I would like to take. And so
Right.
play after a target has rolled, but before the GM describes the outcome.
Okay.
So
So roll
I
your
should make
dice.
Okay, so I would like to use athletics because I think I'm not like being subtle here. I'm just like
I think
using.
this is violence plus athletics.
Ooh, okay. So that's 5 dice. Everything looks like a nail says it's +1 die or +2 if the GM is particularly pleased.
I'm going to give you one.
Stupid GM thinks he's so cool. But I get
Well,
one.
I know
I
what's
get one for
happening.
that. I'm just kidding. I get one for that helpful action though.
Yeah, sure.
7. Hot damn. It's just nice to have a
Okay.
big fistful of virtual dice.
Yeah, this is great.
Wrecking. All right, a 6,
1,
6,
2,
5, 3
3. That's very good.
successes. Okay,
Roll the
here
computer
comes
dice.
the computer die.
and
6.
and
3.
then one.
Okay. So the best thing that happens here is you do manage to open a bigger crack. And what you can see is that, well, now there's more red dessert topping flowing into you, so there's more force to resist, but you manage to
Nice.
stick up. But what you see are like, it looks like you're seeing part of like this big vat that has been crushed open by something, some explosion, some damage. And all this stuff is pouring out of, this vat has been cracked, ripped apart, and shorn all over the place. So there's not a single point of failure. It's just like, this vat must be massive because this stuff is just pouring out of it.
Uh-huh. Perfect.
So you can see where it's coming from. You can tell it's this big damaged vat. Doesn't look very fixable.
Excellent. Exactly what I was hoping for. I have no
That was
follow-up.
4, 3, 2, 1. I guess everybody is at 0.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, Cam.
I don't think I'm going to play my card. I think what I would like to do, there's a grappling hook still attached to this thing's eye, right?
Absolutely.
Can I grab the line of the grappling hook and start using it to pull my way towards the thing?
Oh yeah. So maybe violence plus athletics.
I would love to do violence plus athletics.
Do it.
So that's 5.
5 dice. All right, do it. 1 success. Okay, you've got a tenuous grip on the line, but of course the bot's waving around, and so you're essentially
Need a-
hanging on for dear life.
Do we need a computer dice?
You do need a computer dice. All right, it's as I described. You're hanging on for dear life as the robot's thrashing around.
And is that my turn or?
That's your turn. Yeah.
Okay, perfect,
That's the
thank
best
you.
you could do. Jenny,
Okay, well, I can't really do anything because nobody's attacking this thing.
well, you can always do something.
Okay, well, in that case, I guess I'm going to. I don't think I'm all the way down the stairs
Nope, not yet.
yet. So I think I'll go down the stairs.
Okay, make a roll to make sure you don't trip and fall horribly.
Can I intimidate my way down the stairs? No.
Probably not.
I mean, you do walk all over them.
Good
Hold
pun.
on. Okay,
Thank
wait.
you.
I think instead, yeah, I got to get down there before I do anything. Okay, I mean, see, I don't want to use athletics.
Do you have a better option?
I was thinking of, okay, damn it, this is so terrible. I'm trying to figure out how I can do this without using athletics because I've got a -4. Try to
Right.
use that.
I say embrace the horror.
It's not so bad.
Oh, fine. All right, violence plus athletics.
So
So
pretend
that's
it's a
what,
plus
a
4.
-3.
Well,
Pretend it's a plus.
so it's 4 dice there plus your violence is 2.
Jeez.
Is that
Violence
what I
is
heard?
1.
Violence is 1. Okay, so 5 dice. Yep. And I need to know all the results, not just the 5s and 6s.
That's okay. You're going to see them.
You did very well. You still
Wow.
got 1 success out of that. That's really good.
That's nice.
And a computer dice.
Wow.
Okay. You are hanging on for dear life to prevent the suction and stuff, but like you make it down the stairs successfully.
Hooray! Now I can help.
Yep, now you can help. Hey, Becky.
Yo.
New clone time.
Yes. So I was just looking at my cards and I went away for a second. Okay.
Waffle soup sandwiches glistening.
Oh
my god. Oh my god.
Sorry.
For those of you playing the home game, try to find the Waffle Squarf
Oh my god.
so that you can be a part of the in-joke here.
Oh my goodness.
Waffle
What
Squarf.
is that?
In fact, Calm, please make the title of this episode, Let's All Go to the Waffle Squarf.
Little squarf.
I'm just going to read it. Come on down to the Waffle Squarf. We've got all kinds of matter you like to consume. Waffles, soup, sandwiches, glistening, non-glistening. Children consume free. Return to Waffle Squarf. Waffle Squarf remembers you, remembers your heartbeat. Return. Come home to Waffle Squarf.
And we've found the central strawberry syrup repository for Waffle Squarf.
I mean, canonically, it's the computer saying this, right?
Oh my goodness.
We will now pause for a short ad break by the computer.
I mean, sandwiches.
Because I truly didn't know what to do. No, I think it was, I don't know, it was going to be something harebrained and pointless, like trying to get up again and then failing 19 athletic rolls in a row. So I don't know. I just had to think about, I had to go to my meditative place, which is Waffle Squarf.
Well, give me your best clone action, clone.
All right. New Greg is here and he's ready to make a difference. He wants to return that fucking mop or whatever. So I think I should have gone at action order 2.
Okay.
And maybe I'm doing like an Indiana Jones, because it's also described as a direction. Anyway, I think I want to do like an Indiana Jones leap for like a dangling wire and try to swing around and like kick the robotic. There's like a tentacle eye stalk part, right?
There's a grappling hook hooked into the eye with a cable on it that
Yeah.
Cam's character is hanging on to dear life for. You could just grab onto that and go down. You do what he was trying to do.
Yeah. That's okay. So yeah, let me just
I think by default I'd say violence plus athletics, but I am open to other suggestions if you can make a good case for it.
Okay, definitely chutzpah. First of all.
Why
Yeah.
chutzpah?
Because Greg
gutsy.
is having bravado for once in his life. He's kind of neurotic.
First time.
First time, and I think he just got shot out of the Matrix tubes or whatever. So he is feeling young, dumb, and full of cum. And,
okay, I'll allow it.
Okay.
Everyone has the most chutzpah when they're born.
You know what? Because this is it's a mind game, man. It's mind over matter. This is you have to envision it.
Yep.
Instead of that, you are going to use your throw action somehow because you are throwing yourself into adventure. And a jump is like a leg throw off of a balcony if you think about it. Or I could do psychology to say I just psych myself up and pump myself up and scream.
I like that better.
Freedom.
I like that better.
Okay, so that leads me with a 3, an earnest 3, which is higher. I think it's the most dice I've rolled all night. Okay, here we go. I got a 5.
One success.
You got 1 success.
1 success. All right. You are hanging onto the line for dear life, along with Cam's character Solomon. And roll a computer dice for me, please.
Yeah. 2.
Okay. I think that's all the clones. So now it's bot time.
Am I born again?
Oh yeah, actually, yeah, sure, actually, yeah. We'll let the bot go, and then you'll come in.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
You'll be spat out the same chute.
Yay.
Okay.
So who's down there? We've got Solomon. Actually, everybody but Rob, isn't it? Rob's character.
Now.
And Brent's right now. Yep. All right. So one tentacle grabs Cam's character and takes you right to its beak and chomps on you for 2 harm.
I'm still up.
You're still up. That's great. And another tentacle grabs new Greg IPXR2, and throws you against the wall for 1 harm.
Correct.
And Kathy, IPXR, you're grabbed and thrown against the wall for 2 harm.
Oh, I am maimed. I am maimed.
All right, you show up, Brent.
Cool. I did pick an action card the last time we were picking cards, so I've not done that. Or can I still like make a thing happen?
Why don't you make a thing happen just now? Just do something.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So when Greg was grabbed and thrown against the wall, I use the action card Lucky Manual. Play after an attack that causes damage. It now causes no damage and instead destroys a piece of equipment carried by the target. The GM picks which.
Who manages to not get hurt?
Greg.
Aw.
New Greg.
Greg. Okay.
Greg.
Yeah, so it turns out that when Greg is thrown against the wall, it just like gives way. It crumples against you.
Ooh.
And so you're not hurt, but there's a nice dent there that's Greg shaped.
All right.
All right, next round, pick a card. Are we at 10? 9? 8? 7? 6?
Okay, I got
Six.
6.
Six.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right, Jenny, you can go first this time.
I'm going to attack this thing.
Yeah,
Get 'em.
That would be violence plus melee.
sure. Yeah, that's great. Are you doing it
right.
in any particular way? Can you describe to me how you're doing it? What you intend to do?
I think I've been thrown against the wall. So I intend to grab the tentacle that threw me, or try to grab the tentacle that threw me
Mhm.
and twist it to try to break it.
Okay, sounds good.
Adding up the violence plus melee, that's 2.
Okay, 2 dice.
There we
All
go.
So no
That sucks.
successes. So nothing really happens. Did you roll a computer dice?
Who cares about the computer? I mean, I care very much what the computer thinks.
Okay. Well, so the tentacle that you tried to break grabs you
Mhm.
and takes you into its maw and chomps on you. You take 2 harm.
I'm dead.
Oh, excellent.
Okay.
Excellent. What do you mean, excellent?
I mean, if clones aren't dying, something's not going right.
Okay. All right. I'm dead.
That was 6. Anybody else at 6?
Yeah. Doesn't look like there's much I can do up here, so I guess I'll hurry down the stairs to help clean up. I'm sure my comrades have made quick work of this
Yep.
faulty, possibly traitorous bot. So yeah, I'll just follow the flow down.
That sounds fine.
Oh, so much faith in us.
You come down. You know what's going on. You've been listening.
Mhm. Okay. Yeah. So I assume it'll take my whole action to get down.
Yeah,
both flights
because
of
you're trying not to slip and fall and stuff.
Yeah.
Let that go. 6. Anybody else? 5.
That's
I'm
me.
gonna say I did it like a water slide though, just because that's more fun.
Awesome.
Go
Yeah,
ahead
you
and go first, Norm.
Thank you. I'm going to try to sneak around to see if I can find where the bot is plugged in. And I'll make a brains plus stealth roll.
All right,
For a total
sounds
of 2
good.
dice. And 1 for the computer.
Ooh, well, that's excellent.
This is the lucky Norm. So that's a 6 and a 6 on my. So that's 2 successes and 2 on the computer dice.
Yeah, so you find where you could recharge it, but it's not plugged into the wall. But as you're looking, you notice your foot bumps against something in the floor, like it's round and hard, like a wheel, like a metal wheel. You might see on like a submarine hatch, that kind of wheel.
Oh, gotcha. And that's on the bot?
That's on the floor.
Oh,
Under the dessert topping.
gotcha.
No.
Do I have enough movement to try to crank at it, or that's a no, probably?
Well, we'll let that go for now.
Okay, cool. Hey guys, I found a wheel
Hmm.
thing to spin down here.
I'm just going to continue to try to work my way down the line here towards the eye.
All right.
I suppose.
Give me your appropriate roll.
Can I do violence plus athletics?
Yeah, perfect.
Awesome. Can we just assume I succeed?
Can't we just?
Oh,
There we
look
go.
at that.
2 6s, a
3
5, a
successes.
4, and a 4.
3 successes. Roll the computer dice.
4.
Okay. 3 successes. Yeah, you like slide down. This is so cinematic. You like slide down the cable. You land on the eye and kick it in. The bot depowers and falls apart.
Oh,
Woo!
Thank you, computer Jesus.
Looks like my grapple trick did the job.